Alright, y'all, here we go. We're doing a review of Disgaea RPG. As you can see, we still have some problems going on with, like, logging in and stuff. I feel like I've played this game enough. I've made enough, like, different types of videos, high quality, low quality, short, long, and a big part of games like this for me is actually the community. So, my review might be a little bit biased based on the community of the game and my experience with it, as well as just like the game itself. There's also a lot of things about the game that I like and a lot of things that I hate. One of the things that I like is, okay, obviously the level cap, right? So since level cap's 9,999, you have a lot of room to grind. There's like so many cool characters. As Disgaea stands, it has a lot of really cool characters, a lot of really cool stories, a lot of really cool backstories, and all of these characters you can pretty much level up to 9,999, so it gives you a lot of gameplay time, a lot of gameplay hours. You know, kind of a lot of standing and hitting is really what it is, though, because whenever you get into the story and stuff, you pretty much just go through the story one time, and once you blast through it the first time, it's done. There's no reason to really repeat it again. With the Netherworld history section, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, you could go through these areas and stuff, but once you go through them once, it's over, so there's no replayability in these two modes. Let's just go in a circle around these modes. Like, I've had Overlords Tower unlocked in another account. I've had Conquest Battle unlocked in another account, so I do actually have experience with those. These character gates and stuff, they come, they go, it's just like events. Every single event is the same one. Since there's two of them rolling right now, I can pretty much just show you exactly, like, it's exactly the same thing. You have one chapter that you go through and go through a story. You have it on easy, normal, and hard. The farther you go, the more points you get. You get points to complete. You get missions to obtain more points, you get like gems and nether quartz through that, and then through this you exchange for characters and upgrades, which is cool in retrospect, but it's literally the same thing every single event. It'll be the same for this Girl Laharl event, it's the same thing for this event, the green Prinny that turns into human, exact same format for every single one of these events is just the exact same. So it feels like, you know, you've done it once and then that's pretty much it. It's not really fun to have to do the same event over and over. A little bit of variety we get is with this character gate where we get to fight Majin, Etna, and she's like really hard to kill, and then you get her, but that's recycled. We've already had it in the lifespan of the game. Game has barely been out for very long, and they already had to recycle that, so that's kind of sad. Dark gates are cool, but it's literally these 4 stages, no matter how high they go, you know, you're able to progress through experience and get more HL and more reincarnation stones, better reincarnation stones the farther up you get. It's kind of a chore just to do this, you know, 5 times a day or 3 times a day on every stage and just climb it. I've had to climb it on multiple accounts and it gets really old, super monotonous, super repetitive, and it starts to feel like a chore. I don't like that. I really, really like this item world mode. This item world mode is awesome, okay? It's like one of the most unique, innovative features I've ever seen in a game. I like that you can increase like the level of your gear and increase its stats, as well as the chance to get new higher level gear once you get to like a level 10 section and stuff. And being able to reset for a higher level gear, I hope that's not something they take out of the game. Because even though it seems like it's unintentional that you can farm for higher rank gear just by abusing a system where you can quit out if you don't get the gear upgrade, I still don't think you should take that out because, one, people that have already played it have already taken advantage of it, so there's no point in taking it out and screwing over new players, as well as it's something fun to do other than just, you know, the story, repetitive stuff, whatever. But again, it's the same thing. You go into a match, you do 2 AoEs, or 3 AoEs, get to a boss stage, kill the boss, reset over and over. There's no replayability to it, or I mean, there's replayability to it up to a certain point, and then it just gets very, very boring. But this mode, I'm absolutely okay with this mode. Let's just skip straight to the Overlords Tower. I really wish I had it unlocked on this account. Unfortunately, I did giveaways on all the accounts that I like had this stuff unlocked on, so I can't open it right now. And the challenge that comes with Overlords Tower is very, very nice. So it gives you a little bit of that satisfaction of being able to destroy a high level enemy, or being able to, you know, stomp over high level enemies, high challenge enemies. Of course, you had to do the Dark Gate for a month or 2 in order to get to that point. But then again, it's just that. Once you get to the Overlord's Tower, you're stuck on a stage, you beat the stage, finally you get the like rush of relief of, oh my god, I beat the stage, I'm so happy. And then you get to the next stage and you're stuck on that one until you finally beat it and you're like, oh yeah, I finally beat it. Get to the next one, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So out of all the game modes, I think that the most fun one is Item World, but again, maximum item level is 35, and I definitely don't see myself just playing this game for the story or just farming Dark Gates. I literally have a macro for Dark Gate. Like, that's how boring it is to me at this point. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I have to enable the service for it right now because I've been playing on an emulator and it doesn't work with the services, but basically, it's become such a chore that I don't even want to do it myself. I would rather just like have a macro open the game for me and do all the Dark Gates for me, which, you know, it's pretty much a telltale sign that I'm not having fun anymore. And, you know, as cool as the game is, as cool as all the characters are, the ideas and the lore and stuff, there's just not enough to do, man. For a company that has so many highly ranked, like highly rated console games, you'd really think that there would be more to do here than just, you know, your average gacha of being able to kill enemies, go into a stage, do an AoE, kill enemies. That's literally all you do in this game. The party making is really nice. I do enjoy the party making, being able to take advantage of other people's abilities and like this humanoid, like all of the certain specific traits that you get from them. I like being able to combo those and get some pretty unique, you know, team rosters. That's fun to play around with, but at the same time, the gacha is so limited that it makes it hard to get a team that you would want to do that with, which arguably is the point of a gacha game, right? It's not really a gacha game if they just hand you everything, but in the terms of gacha, it's pretty bad that there's no pity bar, you know, all of these units. Santa Laharl is back up. The thing is, right, these units don't have value if they're just constantly coming back in rotation over and over, because we saw in the wiki, right, there's like freaking 200 characters. So why the hell are we back to Santa Laharl exactly? I don't really understand why we're all the way back to Santa Laharl instead of going through, you know, getting some of the other characters that were available to us, because there were so many cool ones that apparently everyone's like, oh yeah, it follows the Japanese timeline, but apparently it follows the Japanese timeline for everything except for the banners, because every like estimated video that's like, oh, the next banner is this, it's wrong. Like, I haven't seen a video saying that, oh yeah, Santa Laharl is going to be back up again. Not interested in Santa Laharl, like, particularly, except for anything other than Treasure Find. Not being able to have too much quartz able to farm to actually get good rewards from this is not fun. I have 500 quartz, and it would probably take me like 8 hours to get up to 1500. Like, okay, 8 hours is a gross overestimation, but it'd probably take me like a few hours, right? It's a little bit long. There's no weekly like ranked thing where I log in on Monday and I get a 1500 quartz and now I can do a times 10 summon. It's a very, very slow grind to get the quartz, and that's, you know, gacha is the big part of gacha games for me. That might be an unpopular opinion, but I actually enjoy gacha. So, yep, not working for me. The shop is cute. I like the shop. Being able to expand all your slots and stuff, and the lottery system is fun. But at the same time, every day I just go in here, scroll down to the Nether Court section, buy a times 10 AP potion set, and that's it. You can level up these shop levels in your Dark Assembly feature, which I like, but again, maximum item level is 35, and the maximum item level you get from the shop, I think, is 27. So it's not even worth it. All of these Dark Assembly things, I really wish there was other Dark Assembly things that we could do, other than just like get a buff for 30 minutes or rename a generic character, or like, you know, of course in the beginning whenever you're first starting, it's like you can unlock a background, you can unlock a, can I unlock another game mode? Can I unlock something else to do? I think that would be good. Mao's Lab is a good feature. I like all of the different ways to improve your character. Being able to allocate mana and improve their base stats is a very fun aspect in this game. It's like my favorite aspect of games that have that feature, like Digimon World 4, collecting data and increasing your base stats. I think that's really cool. The Nether enhancement is really freaking annoying, because for a nat 4, you know, I get it, having to have the same nat 4, but I don't see why I'm not allowed to take, do I have a different color printy? I do. This green printy, you see how many blue ones I have? I don't see why it has to be a green one. You know, if I wanted to go ahead and Nether enhance this fire cat, I couldn't do it with a different like color cat. It has to legitimately be the fire cat. I think that's a bit of a rough requirement, as is a lot of the things that this game wants you to do in order to upgrade your character. Like reincarnating characters in other games, you know, it takes not reincarnation, that's the wrong one. Which one is it? Awaken. For Awakening in other games, for a 3-star, you would need 3 stars to upgrade them, and this one you need 5. Same thing with 2 stars. If I want to upgrade a 2-star to a 3-star, instead of just needing 2 stars, I need 5. Why do I constantly need 5? That seems like a bit like you're asking a bit much. Reincarnation is probably the best feature available on this game. Being able to start over from level 1 with better stats and increase your level cap is a very, very good feature. But there's just not enough to keep me playing, you know, like everything is just really, it gets old. Even this Nether Hospital, it doesn't reset. I can't reclaim the quartz. Why can't I reclaim the quartz? I don't really care about my total statistics against everybody else in a game that has no competitive feature whatsoever. So I'm actually getting quite tired of it, quite bored of this, and unfortunately, I think it's gonna be one of these. I love all the features that are available in the game. I love all of the ideas. It's just the execution is really poor, and I don't think it's going to be worth my time. Probably give it a 2 out of 5.